Greetings and welcome to another tutorial video for the Sinful Needs A4 HUD. In this video I'm going to go over the processes that you may need to know for updating your HUD when the new ones come out. The first thing that I'm going to mention straight away is if a new update comes out for the HUD and you have not installed any texture packs, any animation overrides, or any dances into the CHIM, there's no reason for you even to worry about updating anything. Just take off your old HUD, throw it away, open your delivery crate and unpack it, and wear a new HUD, and you're done. For those of you that do take advantage of all the features of the HUD and need to update, you're going to follow the processes that I'm going to go through here. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is find your update crate. Update crates come automatically from the delivery server after an update has been issued the next time that you either wear your HUD or log in wearing your HUD. For some reason you don't get your update, by all means, IM me directly, Galathir Darkstone, and I'll get that to you. So we res our delivery crate. Like the delivery packages for all the A4 items, you can just click it and it will send you the contents. You might find it handy on no res sims. You can always wear either the delivery bags or the crate for that matter. Click it and have that stuff delivered. Once we've got everything, we'll right click, delete, find that folder in our inventory, and we're going to find our patcher. Now, many updates will come with an EZPatcher. The idea behind the EZPatcher is it'll let you update your existing HUD so that you don't have to worry about transferring anything. It's just to make it as quick and painless for you as possible. In this particular case, we're also going to have to transfer inventory because of some changes that were made in the 207 HUD that require it. But first things first, we're going to patch a glitch that was created when the 206 HUD went live. The SN Skins texture group was split into 4 new groups, and a manifest wasn't updated in one of the transfer scripts. So in order to prevent you from winding up with extra scripts in your fresh 207 HUD when you transfer your inventory into it, all 206 users are going to want to make sure that you follow this next step and do this transfer fix first. Anytime you've got a patcher, you're going to res the patcher, and then you're going to res your HUD. So we're going to find our HUD, we'll detach it, res it on the ground near the patcher. You'll get a transfer menu that pops up, do transfer, and you'll get a little pop-up here. This is make sure you give these objects time to do their job. And if you look down in the chat window, you'll be able to see that in this case, the patcher has sent 1 item to the CHIM and 1 item to the main HUD. Patching's done, and you can delete the patcher, which is what we will do. Now, if this was going to be just a basic hotfix, you'd be done. You'd right-click and take your HUD and then reset it, and everything would be fine. Since the 207 HUD had significant changes, and that ranges from script reorganization to a texture changing on one of the accessories panels to a prim being added for a new indicator, which I'll talk about in another video, easy patching was out of the question in this case. We've got a new object, so we're going to need to transfer into it. Now, like any time you want to transfer from one HUD to another, you res the old HUD, and then you're going to res the new HUD. And in the new HUD, and you can always make sure it's the right HUD by looking to see what it says up here. Galathir Darkstone's Alchemy 4 HUD version 207. That's the new HUD. We'll click Transfer, do Transfer. It sends a message to the old HUD. The old HUD says I've got 17 items to send to the new CHIM, and I've got 102 items to send to the main HUD. Now the CHIM completes almost right away because it's just animations. The main HUD may take longer. If you have texture packs installed, each texture pack is going to take 2 seconds to transfer on its own because sending a script from one object to another has a 2-second delay built in by Linden Labs. That can be kind of annoying if you have a full array of texture packs installed, but I'm sure it was originally implemented as some kind of an anti-griefing device. Once it's through with those texture packs, though, it'll chew through the remaining animations and note cards lickety-split. Like you can see there, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 102. We've got 17 sent from the CHIM, 102 sent from the main HUD, so we're all done. Now, the only thing we need out of our old HUD now is we need to copy our configuration note card from the old dance sphere on the back of the HUD if you had any dance groups set up. I had a couple set up here just for this example. So we'll copy the contents out of that note card, and we'll go into the dance sphere on the back of the new HUD, go into that config card, and paste those contents. Save it, close it. You'll notice the contents of that note card got much shorter. Any of the comment lines in those configuration note cards can be deleted if there's a // at the front of it. you can throw it away. The shorter you make that note card, the faster it will load. Same thing is true in the Zautu note cards. If you take a look at the contents of those note cards, they're full of instructions on how to set them up. Now we are done with the old HUD. If you want to keep it for a backup, you can take it. Otherwise, you can just delete it. If you didn't have any no copy animations in it, you still have a copy left in your inventory anyway. Now we've got our new HUD, and it would be all ready to go unless you want more than one guest dance slot in your dance HUD. Right now, the minimum number of scripts is set. You can pick it up and go. For those that do want more dance slots, you can pick either 5, 10, or 20 using one of these dance HUD tools. Res it near the HUD. Click the badge on the front of the HUD again. Get the transfer menu. Do transfer. And it'll proceed to sending over the dance HUD slave scripts that you need. Again, the more scripts that you send, the longer this is going to take, because each one is going to have that 2-second delay. Now, this one has sent over the additional 4 to give us 5. It's all done. So we'll right-click and delete that. Take our HUD into inventory. Wear that HUD. And then the first thing that we're going to want to do is reset that HUD. Click on the round A4 badge, reset HUD, reload. This is a CenterAct panel that's asking, do you want to reset this script as well? The reason that it asks that is if you had an access list set up, it would be clearing that menu and reloading it from the note card. We'll get into that in more detail when I do the CenterAct tutorial video, which will be coming sometime before the CenterAct Naughty Bits are ready. For right now, we're going to go ahead and skip the reset because technically that script already reset when we resed it on the ground anyway. Everything else is done. Our core scripts have reset. You can see all that down here. The chim has reset. So we're going to go to the AO panel and click the disk, load a note card, so that we can stop bouncing around like a noob. And there we go. We've got our Akio animations loaded. I'm going to go over to make sure that our texture groups are loaded. And there's gems 2, gems 3, ivories 2, 3, 4, and the metals 2 through 8, etc., etc. So those are all in. And finally, I'm going to go to the dance panel, and I can see that we have a name of a dance here already, as well as 0 of 5 guests dancing on the HUD. So we've got our 5 guest slots. That takes care of all of the various functions for updating your HUD. I hope that you found the video helpful. If you have any additional questions, by all means, please IM me directly, Galathir Darkstone, or just speak up in either the Sinful Needs or Sinful Needs update groups. Fortunately, we have a lot of wonderful, helpful people in both groups, and I'm sure that we can get any problems that you have nailed down. Be sure to keep your eyes on the channel for a little while during the coming weeks. I've got several new products that are rolling out, as well as a number of new videos I'm going to get in there. And I hope that you have a great day. Hope this time was well spent. Stay sinful.